Yo, what's going on, everyone? What up? It's your girl, Audie, getting at you guys with another Audie's Art Struggles podcast episode. Yeah, so I'm sitting in my living room, and wait, let me see what today is. Today's Sunday, January 25th, 2026, and I am off today, and I'm off tomorrow, and I'm so happy and relieved. Yeah, I'm just sitting in my living room watching YouTube, and I am finishing whips. So yeah, if you listen to the previous episode called 10 whips, yes, I have finished. Let me see. Let me pull up the my little checklist here. So the 10 whips are and were. So I'm going to list the 10 whips because I kind of failed to write a list, and I was just kind of going off the top of my head in the last episode. So the first whip is a beanie that has a flat brim. Number 2 is it's like I call it the all shades of gray beanie, but I did that in a size adult. Number 3 is another beanie that has a flat brim, and I cannot find that anywhere, and I just had that the other day. I'm kind of wondering if it's in my car, so I need to go see if it's in there. Number 4 is it's like a 3D scarf. It took about 2 skeins of yarn to make. That's the yarn that I got in California, and I started working on that. So there's that. And then number 5 is that ugly scarf. I'm naming it the ugly scarf. That's the one that took about a skein and a half. And that's the one that has all these mixed multi-colors in it. And I didn't like it, but that's number 5. Number 6 is a cardigan. Number 7 is I put the white and blue. Oh, that's actually what I'm working on right now. So yeah, this is, oh my gosh, it's so soft. It's the Hobby Lobby, it's a yarn that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's called I Love This Yarn, and I just love it, and I'm working on that one right now. And number 8 is the wrap. It's like the large wrap where I didn't bother to look at the pattern. I just did like the 14 or 17 rows of the same color. So I have that to sew in. Number 9 is the blanket. And then number 10 is the pillows. So I completed number 1, which is the beanie with the flat brim. The all shades of gray beanie in the adult size. I finished that. I finished the scarf the 3D scarf that took up 2 skeins of yarn. I finished that. And right now I am finishing the white and blue scarf. It's not really white and blue. It's more like white, gray, light browns, and it's so pretty, and it is very, very soft. And I'm only working up 100 rows, and I'm not sure what row I'm sitting at right now, to be honest. Let me see. Okay, so I have a stitch marker in that counts the 50 rows. So I probably got about, I want to say maybe 25 rows left to do. And then I'm kind of wondering if I should sew this together to make it infinity scarf, or if I should just leave it like a loose scarf. It has a very good drape to it, so maybe I wouldn't have to do that. But yeah, I love this. I love this yarn. It's so funny because that's the name of the brand. Oh shit. Oh no, I missed it. My husband was messaging me. I missed it. Oh my gosh. Dang it. Yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. And I'm wondering, let's see, let me go back to my list. So, oh yeah, I also finished the ugly scarf. That's what I'm naming it. And let me tell you right now, in the previous episode, I had said, I was going to finish it and that I wanted to wash it in vinegar and all of that stuff, which I was at Walmart today and I did not think to get vinegar. But, anyways, in the previous episode, I said that once I was finished with the ugly scarf, that I wanted to take like pictures of it, and I wasn't sure, but I said something to the effect of, I'm pretty sure it'll look good when it's finished and displayed on the mannequin. Like, if you were to hold it up, you would be like, what the hell is this? Like, holding up the scarf, you would be like, what the fuck? But I put it on the mannequin and it looks sick. It looks so good. It looks so good. And I cannot wait to take pictures of it. But after this, what I call the white and blue scarf, which is not white and blue, it's like completely, I don't know, like earth tone colors. I love this. I love this scarf. After I finish that, I'm going to go into my car and I'm going to try to find the second flat brim beanie. And I need to work that up with white yarn. And yeah, just kind of finish that. And then that would make me complete 6 whips today. And that's fucking crazy. What will I work on next after the 6th thing? I'm pretty sure the flat brim is gonna take me like maybe 2 hours to do. And the time right now is 3:37 p.m. I could probably sew in the ends of the wrap. Oh my gosh, I completed that wrap honestly like maybe 3 months ago, but I started it 4 months ago. So I have yet to sew those in. Oh my gosh, but that would make 7. And then I need to sew in the ends of the cardigan and finish the border, which I'm not quite sure if I might get to that tonight. And then after that, I would probably do the pillow. And let me tell you, I'm kind of getting uninterested in the blanket. So yeah, I need to pull out all the yarn for that one. And I'm pretty sure I'll get to the pillow and the blanket tomorrow. Because remember, I have like another shipment or 2 coming in from Michael's. And those ones, oh my gosh, like I'm having a hard time. I'm thinking maybe like 2 pillows or something, maybe like a blanket. I was thinking more scarves, but I'm not sure. I'm just excited about the color palette that I ordered. So happy about that. Oh, you know what? I didn't even put on there the let me add that to my list. Oh sheesh. The knitted adult size blush white and burgundy beanie. Oh my gosh. So it just escalated to 11 whips altogether, but it's fine. So yeah, I'm going to put you guys on hold. I'm going to finish up this scarf and then I'll let you guys know if my other flat brim beanie was in my car or not. I'm sure it's in my car because I was thinking like I want to work on something while I'm on my break at work. So I think I'm going to go find out where that is after I finish my 25 more rows. And let me see how many stitches across. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Like 24 stitches across and 25 rows or something like that. So yeah, let me get started on this and then I'll let you guys know where I put the flat brim beanie. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind if it's not in my car. For real. And I was wanting to take my car to the car wash too, so I don't know. Maybe if I feel like I need a little break, I'll do that. So alrighty, thank you all so much for pressing play. Don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. Yeah, I will get back to you guys in a sec. What's up? So the time right now is 4:52 p.m. and I just finished doing the 100th row on this really, really nice, soft scarf. The only thing I need to do is sew in the ends And then I can get started on the flat brim beanie. I found the yarn. It was actually in my room, and I messed up on it. Like, I don't know how I end up doing that, but like, okay, so let's just say that it started out thick, and then as I'm going, it gets smaller and smaller. So I don't know what the hell I did or didn't do, but I'm gonna have to take it apart and start all over again, which is fine. And let's see, I need to make a shelf, like a yarn shelf in my room. I have like these balls of yarn that need to be wound up, but I'm afraid to do it because my yarn winder, it's not big enough. Like you can only spin like a certain size ball of yarn, and I have a lot of yarn left that I feel like it's not gonna fit on the spool. So I have to kind of keep it in a way. But yes, I am done. Oh man, I just really love this yarn. I wish all yarn felt like this, and then I think it would be easy for us fiber artists to, or artists, excuse me. All we have to do is just pick the color, and we don't have to worry about softness and roughness of the yarn. So, but I love this yarn brand. It is pretty good yarn, except for that yarn that I use for the ugly scarf. It's just kind of hideous, but it looks good on a mannequin. I cannot explain it. So I'm gonna sew these in, and then I'll be able to take it off on my little to-do list, and then I'm gonna start on the second flat brim beanie, and I'll probably end up just rewinding this whole thing because it's the whole ball of yarn is kind of getting loose, and I don't like that. But I don't know, I feel like I might be wasting time if I do that, so maybe I won't. But I found this, I found the yarn. I think I said it in my bedroom. It was in the bag that I take to work. Yeah, it's just a bag that I put all my yarn in when I plan on crocheting in the car. So that was in my bedroom, and I don't even remember bringing it in the house. But then again, I was sick, so I don't remember a whole lot of anything. Oh yeah, and I am getting hungry. So I decided that I'm not gonna go to the car wash. I'll go to the car wash tomorrow. I'm gonna throw some chicken on the grill, and I'm gonna try to figure out my side. I think I did get a free TV tray dinner from work. So I'm gonna see how I can cook that without using the stove or the oven. My oven doesn't work. I have a toaster oven, but I'm kind of afraid that like the entire tray is gonna melt in a toaster oven. So I'm gonna see what I can do in the microwave. So yeah, my chicken is going to be grilled fresh. So I should probably do that right now because I am getting hungry. But yeah, I just gotta sew these in and then take it off my list and then start on the second flat brim beanie. So it's gonna take me longer than the 2 minutes because I thought it was even, but it's not. So I'm gonna have to take it all apart. So it's probably gonna take me like 3 hours and a half, maybe 4. Yes, just for one beanie. So yeah, let me throw the chicken on the grill, and I will get back to you guys in a minute. What's up, you guys? So a couple hours went by, and I am just barely on row 2 on the flat brim beanie with the white. And I don't know, I'm kind of like over it. I had a hard time attaching the white yarn to the side of the brim, and I finally got it, but I don't know, just kind of feeling iffy about it. I mean, it looks good. It's just, I don't know, it damn near took an hour just to do that. So I don't know, I kind of feel over it a little bit. Yeah, I'm thinking about taking a break. I'm pretty tired, still feeling under the weather. I took some more cold supplements, and I don't know, just feeling really tired. Sorry. Feeling sleepy. feeling like I should be determined to finish this flat brim beanie. So yeah, I don't know. I got to work up 9 rows total, and then sew in the ends, and I will be done with this. And that would make it. Hold on, let me check it again. So that would mean that we did 6 whips today, or finished 6 whips today out of 11 instead of 10. There's other whips that I have, like there's these market bags, but I have to go to Michael's and get like 2 more balls of yarn for those. And then the other one, I'll probably have to take apart and make something else with that. Or else I have to buy like a large spool of cotton yarn from online. And I haven't gotten any coupons or sale emails that spool of cotton yarn is on sale. Those are like $12 a roll, and I kind of don't feel like it's worth it. So I'm thinking that I should probably take that market bag apart and maybe make washcloths, or have it as a, whatchamacallit, like a handle or like a border color, and not work up a whole market bag with it. So yeah, but I didn't include those 2 whips. So those I'm gonna do a whole different time. But I think I'm gonna take a break. I might take a nap. Might take a nap on the couch and just kind of relax. I did a lot of finishing up whips today. My husband sent me some stuff on Twitter, so I'm gonna go into my office and check those out. For some reason, Twitter won't let me access my messages on my phone, so I have to do it on my desktop. So I'm gonna go do that right now. I'm gonna put on a sweater, feeling cold, and yeah, just drained like a motherfucker right now. But I'm happy that I finished the brim. I'm happy that I attached the yarn to the brim, and all I need is 8 more rows, and then I can put everything together. So it's fine. I'm just tired. So yeah, I will get back to you guys in a little bit.
Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everyone? It is the next day, January 26, 2026, and I have not done any kind of crocheting today, and the time right now is 3:45. And yeah, I have not picked up a crochet hook. I guess a little update from yesterday's second flat brim beanie. I don't like the way that it's working up. It's like the brim is nice. It's like nice and even all the way around. But when I started adding on the white yarn, it's starting to flare the beanie outward. So it's actually looking larger, or it's working up larger or wider than the brim. And the brim it's all wonky. And I don't like it. So I put it aside, but I got up this morning and I was like, yo, you need to do something about your office. My office was so fucked up, like fucked up. And, I had all this yarn come in. I have more yarn coming in. I got like 2 skeins that came in a box, which I still haven't opened and put away. Yeah, like I just have yarn like all on the bookshelf that I made. Yeah, I made a Hopi Eagle bookshelf from scratch, and I actually have videos of that on my Instagram.com/Audrey Alquenva. Go check that out. It is still for sale, but I'm using it. And trust me, like, it is for sale and I am using it, but I am being very gentle with it. I only have my yarn on it I just need some storage space. Like I need a place to put my yarn. So I'm using my Hopi Eagle bookshelf to store all of my yarn. And yeah, I'm actually thinking about going to my job and purchasing a storage container. I might get two of them. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I have to have like things in twos. Like I can't just have like one thing. I have to have, if I'm gonna get one thing, I have to get two of them. 2, 4, 6, 8. Like I can't have like 6 plates because 8 is better. It's so weird. But the only thing that I have that is acceptable to me are my pillows. I have 7 pillows. It has to be 7. I have to have 7 pillows on my bed. But everything else, 2, 4, 6, 8. And 8, it doesn't go to 10. It has to go to 12. It's so weird. But anyways, I still have more yarn coming and I need extra storage. So I'm thinking about going to my job and purchasing 2 more containers for my yarn. And I never thought I would accumulate this much yarn so fast. Cause I just picked up this hobby like I want to say like 4 months ago, and I got like so much yarn that I don't even know what to do with. But I was going through my multis. Oh my gosh, like I want to get more multis of the same ones that I got, and I want to work up like a huge project. I don't want to just use multis with just like my multis plus all white yarn or my multis with all black yarn. Even though it probably would work up pretty sick, but I don't want to be left over with leftover multis, if that makes sense. Because I feel like I'm not going to know what to do with it other than try to make flat brim beanies that are going to work up funky like the second flat brim beanie that I got. And that is the reason why I worked up a flat brimmed beanie, was because that the multi that I use for the flat brim is leftover yarn. With that leftover yarn, I cannot work up another hat. I cannot work up hand warmers. It's like, like what am I to do with such little yarn other than make a brim or ear warmers? I'm kind of over making ear warmers right now. So, yeah, I just like I want to work up every single inch of yarn that I have, but I have so much multis and it's like, oh my gosh, what do I do with it? I'm sure I'll come up with something. It's just I need somewhere to store them, and I want them nicely packed somewhere, and I don't want to put them in boxes. I was thinking about that because all of the 2 boxes, huge boxes of yarn, they came in huge boxes, and I was thinking, you know what, maybe I should just place them very nicely in the boxes. But I'm like, I don't want these ugly boxes exposed in my house, like in my office. They're not sturdy. To me, they're just not reliable, and I just don't want them looking ugly. Like I want it to either just be like in all one container, sturdy container, and not in like boxes where it's like I'm living out of boxes. That is something that I swore to myself that I would never do. There was a time in my life where I was with someone very shitty who did not give a fuck about his living situation or how he carried himself or anything, right? And yeah, it was just bags and boxes. And I was like, man, if I ever get out of this situation, I am not living in bags and I am not living in boxes. So that's where that whole thing comes from. So like I want things in containers, right? Like, I mean, that's just me. I still have things to get rid of on my desk, like paperwork. Like I feel like they need to be burned. They're just like old passwords, old bank statements and things like that. Things back from like 2024. I'm still hanging on to things from 2025 until the end of this year. Then I'm gonna get rid of those, um, for tax purposes. And this is kind of the sad thing too. Is I have my easel, and when I got my easel, I was very very happy to receive it because I was like, oh, I can do like large scale paintings, and now I'm not doing it. Like my focus is on crocheting. It just brings me a lot more peace, right? Painting just seems more like a job. Even though I'm not entered into any art shows, nor am I entering any exhibitions. I think just my whole entire life I've just been a artist, painting all the time. And now it's like, yeah, I'm not into that right now. I don't want to say I'm over it because I feel like I would just be setting myself up for something ugly. But I'm looking around and I see my canvas out, and I really want them put away because I'm kind of at the point right now in my mind that, you know what, you really should get your studio, your office together. Like, you should really do something with this space. And I'm kind of looking around and I'm just like, yeah, you know what, it is time for that, right? So, yeah, like I want a new stand for my printer, but even though this printer, like, oh my gosh, the ink was like $80, and the more rare this printer is getting, I don't want to say rare, but I've had this printer since 2013. The ink is getting higher, which is really weird. You think it would go lower, but I think at some time I'm gonna need a new printer, where the ink isn't so high. Like $50 on ink is fine. Okay, cool. But anyway, maybe a new printer sometime. But I want to get a new stand for my printer because this one is kind of like something that we got from Goodwill, and I'm kind of over it myself. So, but I want to store my canvas somewhere, but I need to clean out my closet. Like I have like so much works in there, I think, that my mom, she's like, you need to finish these. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. Kind of the whole painting thing again. It's just a bunch of painted artworks that I haven't finished yet. But anyhow, that is my whole art struggle right there, is going through, I guess they're considered whips too, right? Just like the crochet stuff, whips, works in progress. Yeah, I got a bunch of wooden whips in my closet. But I'm trying to think of where and how I'm going to store those whips in my canvases and things like that. And I have my turntables here, which I think they need to be stored as well. Which is why I do kind of want to get the containers so that maybe I can do something with my turntables, because I'm not like a full on podcast radio station anymore like I used to back in the day. So I'm kind of thinking of maybe storing those away. Let's see what else. Yeah, like I was thinking about going through my art supplies, like my colored pencils, my markers, my watercolors, my acrylic paints. I was thinking about accumulating all of those and maybe putting them up for sale on Facebook Marketplace. So like I'm really trying to like get rid of stuff now. Like I'm just kind of at that point. It's kind of sad though, because it's like there was a time where I was really into colored pencils, like blending my colored pencils and just I guess experimenting with said colored pencils and markers to see how they blended in with one another. And I was just into like sketching and drawing and blending. And now it's just, there's a part of me that thinks that I really get bored with the things that I'm doing. And which is why I'm kind of freaked out with how much yarn I've accumulated. And it's like, am I going to even get through those? Am I going to get to use every single ball of yarn skein boxes of yarns that come in. Am I even gonna get into them? And in my head, I'm like, yeah, of course you are, because you bought mannequin heads, you bought a full mannequin, you bought a yarn winder, you bought a couple yarn spinners. And I'm just like, right. But I do have many talents, and it is amazing how I can pick up one thing, put it down, go to another thing, pick it up, put it down. But at the same time, it's like you've still accumulated stuff and it's starting to look like junk. So that's why coming into my office, I'm like, yeah, you really need to start doing something. So I've accumulated so much canvas, paints, paintbrushes, markers, color pencils, and now it's yarn. So, but yeah, let's get into what I might do today. I think I'm done with my office for now. I broke down some boxes. I partially put them away. Still have containers to purchase, which I might get me some tomorrow. I don't know. Let's see what else. Okay, so let's look at what. Okay, so I might not pick up the flat brim beanie because that one is just, I don't know what to do with it. I'm pretty sure I can just minimize some stitching, but I have to like take it all apart. So the next thing I'm probably gonna do is sew in the ends to the shoulder wrap. Next, probably the knitted adult size blush pink, white, and burgundy beanie. And it's probably all what I'm going to be doing today. So, yeah. What the heck? I don't understand this. I just got a message saying pick up the order. The hell? Yeah, I don't know. That's going to take some time to load. But, what? From Uber? What is this? Yeah, I don't know what that's about. But anyways, so I'm gonna work on, what did I say? Holy shit, I forgot. Yeah, the knitted beanie, I'm gonna work on that. And you know what? I should probably work another border around the cardigan and then sew those in as well as the shoulder wrap. So I think those are the only 3 that I'll be able to work on today, because I just spent like 2 hours trying to get rid of stuff and breaking down boxes that the yarns came in and try to put away some of the yarn. I don't want to use my Hopi Eagle bookshelf to use when it's supposed to be for sale. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I will post a link if you guys just want to check it out, and maybe if one of you guys are interested. But yeah, that's all I think I can do today is a cardigan, the blanket, the shawl wrap, and the knitted beanie, which is gonna take 2 skeins of burgundy because I double up on my yarn when I knit. So, yeah, I think that's about it that I can do today. And I still have to go to my job and pick up my groceries. Fuck, I don't want to do that. I'm going to call my parents and see if they'll be willing to do it. So, yeah, that is the update. I'm sorry I didn't end yesterday's episode, but here we are. And I'm probably going to edit this episode and schedule this for tomorrow and continue to work. Do I work tomorrow? I think I work tomorrow. Shit, I'm forgetting already. Does Audie work tomorrow? Yeah, she does. I work from 1 o'clock to 5:30 p.m. and then I'm off again. So that's great. That's great. But I still have to message my boss and ask her if she can switch me to the evenings to help out Sandra. She is one of my coworkers. She is so sweet, but she's always stuck by herself in the evening, and I don't think that's fair. And I think it's messed up how our other coworkers are not jumping in to help her out. Like, why hasn't anyone stepped up to be like, hey, can you move my schedule to the evening to help Sandra out? So I guess I'm the only one. And we'll see what my boss says, and I'll keep you guys updated on that. If you guys are interested, if you guys want to come to work with me, then you guys would want to check out my other podcast out of many other podcasts I have. It is called What It Do at Audie's W2. And since tomorrow is a half day for me at work, I will probably make another What It Do episode for you guys tomorrow. Gosh, I am still like coughing and I still have mucus. Like, it's not cool. But yeah, I'm gonna get started on those while editing this episode. Thank you all so much for pressing play. Don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And I will check you guys in the next Audie's Art Struggle podcast episode. Peace.